Big update news in Red Dead Online. That's what I see everywhere. But is it actually factual? Yes, we got some pretty cool news about the QaBeta over on Steam database, but what does it actually mean? Do we have any new information to give out to anybody regarding the update? When it's supposed to come? What it consists of? We do not. Howdy cowpoke, Austin BMX here. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you're going to like this video, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. Today we're talking about some pretty big news that is happening in the Red Dead Online world, but there's not much news out there. So let's jump right into it. Yes, Red Dead Online is on Steam. That's where everyone plays it on PC. What does that mean? I mean, why does that matter to me? Well, that's a good thing because Steam actually offers up some pretty cool services with their database that you can go into and check on how well the game's doing, download-wise, player base-wise, and how files are doing in the game. And that's what we're here talking about QaBeta. You may have heard about it before. QaBeta is Red Dead's file name for their testing of their new updates. That's all it is. That's what it is. Every software company out there definitely tests their games before they put it out to the public. Every software company out there tests any kind of software before they release it on a massive scale. Now, of course, it may not seem like it sometimes, like with the Naturalist update. That was a disaster, but it definitely got tested. It may not have gotten stress tested as much as it should have, but it definitely got tested. And that's all we're seeing right here. Now, what can we take away from that? If we jump over to the Steam database right now, you can see on the Red Dead Online page, same thing for Red Dead Redemption 2, we have all these depots. This is the current file status of the game. These are all the files that you download when you download Red Dead on PC right here. All their file sizes, they're all fairly large. If we scroll down right here, we can see the branches of these. Right now we have the public branch, which is the one that got updated 2 months ago, which I believe there was a PC little update. Probably, I think it was a small graphical change to some NVIDIA graphic files and things like that. I don't keep up on it too much, but there was a little tiny hint of information from Rockstar support on that. But we also have the QaBetas. The QaBetas are special because that's what Red Dead sends to Steam to test to make sure that Steam is going to approve it to send it out. Of course, Rockstar also sends this information to Xbox and PlayStation because both of those platforms need to approve that the game isn't going to, blow up and destroy the consoles. And we know that from the past that some major issues have happened, but we don't think that big of beta in quality testing happens. I mean, someone who gets this file working at Sony says, oh, Rockstar just sent us a new update. Rockstar's doing an update. We should go ahead and test that. They probably load it onto a console, make sure they can open it, make sure they can get into a server, and that's probably about it. They don't go and grind all the content to make sure all the new stuff that Rockstar has added works. They just make sure the game works. And we know that for a fact, most likely, because I'm not sure how much QA testing went into a game a few months ago, but probably just made sure the game loaded up and worked, and that was about it. They didn't really go and actually test it. So with these QaBetas, it just means that Rockstar is sending information to the developer, not the developers, the Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation to let them know, hey, we're gonna push this update out soon. Make sure it gets approved by you guys and we're good. Every software developer does this, let it be Apple or Google for all their stuff, for all their phone updates, right? At least that's all in-house. All that testing is done by Apple before they send out that new patch for the new iPhone. I deal with this quite a lot at work as well. As you guys know, I work in telecommunications and we update our cell site software probably more than you guys would even imagine. It gets updated all the time and it gets updated by the vendor of the equipment. Yes, we all have iPhones. We have Samsung phones. I mean, 90% of the phones out there are Samsung and Apple. But to let you guys know that 90% of the equipment that makes all that stuff work at cell sites, at towers, is actually made and developed by Ericsson and Nokia. All of our stuff here locally where I live is made by Nokia, and Nokia sends out new software updates to fix some of their issues with their equipment. And of course, we have FOA tests at a set amount of sites where we load that software on a small little version of it, make sure it works fairly well, make sure it doesn't crash everything before we push it out to the whole market. And of course, after that, there's probably issues just like everything is. Once you get something really working into a stress test, that's when you find all the issues. So that's what we're dealing with here with QaBeta. It doesn't really give us much information about when the update's coming, or definitely no information about what's in the updates. So if anybody's saying anything about that, definitely don't listen to them very much. We do have QaBeta here. As you can see, QaBeta and QaBeta 3. QaBeta updated 2 days ago. We're going to talk about that. QaBeta 3 got updated yesterday in the Steam database as I'm recording this. That would have been Wednesday because we're going to be dropping this video on Friday. That doesn't mean anything at all. All we can do with this information is look at trends that has happened with the previous QaBeta updates from Rockstar. And when we talk about trends with Rockstar, it's kind of hard to figure out because we don't have much information to go off of. Usually when we talk about updates and some of the things that Rockstar's done, we only talk about, we start, you know, around Frontier Pursuits update, right? And Rockstar's given us 2 updates a year since then. We've got a summer update, which started with the Frontier Pursuits update, which was pushed out the very end of summer, which was, you know, September. And then the following year, we got the summer update in July, which was the Naturals update. Other than that, each year we've gotten a winter update as well. The winter update, the first one was the Moonshiner update in December. And then a year later after that, we got a winter update, which was the Bounty Hunter expansion. Now, of course, the Frontier Pursuits update and the Moonshiner update are really close together because of how they got pushed around. But looking at that trend, that's what we've gotten. We've gotten a summer update and a winter update. And I suspect that's what we'll be getting in the future as well. If we look at the QaBeta time that got updated during all those updates, usually the QaBeta starts getting dropped in Steam and starts going through its testing, usually a few weeks before these updates actually drop. We've actually noticed it quite a lot with the Naturalist update. Everyone started watching that QaBeta pretty close. It was dropped in I think June time. It starting to get lots of updates, and then we got that update in July. So if we look into that, we definitely know that, you know, the same thing we've known for the last few months, that we're probably going to get a summer update, and that's what it's still looking like. Summer update coming pretty soon. When will it come? Is it going to come at the end of Outlaw Pass 5? Well, again, if we look at trends, that's all we have to go off of. If we look back at Rockstar and what they've done in the past, there was quite a lot of space between updates and Outlaw Passes until we got to the Naturalist update. When the Naturalist update dropped, going from then on, so almost a year now, we've actually had non-stop Outlaw Passes. Even though the Halloween Pass got extended, it got extended right into the beginning of Outlaw Pass number 4. So Naturalist update, we got Outlaw Pass number 3. That ended. Very next day, the Halloween Pass started. When the Halloween Pass was supposed to get over, it got extended a couple more weeks. And then right when it got over, we got the Bounty Hunter update and Outlaw Pass number 4. When Outlaw Pass number 4 ended, we immediately ran into Outlaw Pass number 5. So if we look at very recent trends with Rockstar, that would lead to believe that the update's coming on June 1st, right when Outlaw Pass 5 ends. But that trend is not sustainable right now because it's something very out of the norm that we didn't get the first year that Red Dead was doing updates. So we can be hopeful, we can be optimistic. You know we are over here on this channel. QaBeta is getting some love over here on Steam. That means Rockstar definitely has a product that they're ready to push out. They're starting to do their tests over there on the servers for Steam. I imagine Xbox and Sony's getting it as well. No idea at all of actually when it's coming. We can hope that it's following the current trend of Outlaw Passes, and we'll get a new role or expansion, most likely an expansion, and a new Outlaw Pass 6 on June 1st, and we'll be happy and have a lot of fun. That's all we got today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, and always good old-fashioned fun. Hope to see you on the prairie sometime, but until then, see you later.